What up, England? Anybody doing the very high keys? I don't even know what that would be, I guess, but... We're gonna test out this healing trinket, I think. What up, Craig? Depends on what people do. Maybe 14s? Okay. So that's what I want to do right there. 15 Academy. Alright, what are all the healer trinkets that we have access to? I mean, I guess I could test out Rash Shocks. Alright. What did I sign up for? I don't even remember. Oldemon, I think? The Dig. Yep, alright. Okay, let's grab some food. Eat.
5, 4,
Apply a little verse flask, perhaps.
1.
Alright. One of these dungeons I gotta start considering whether I want to play Tree or Convoke.
To reclaim our legacy, we aspects must restore the powers we relinquished to defeat Deathwing. Within the depths of Uldaman lies a vault that holds a disc of Keeper Tyr's memories. Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
Oh, I didn't fucking Heart of the Wild. God damn it. Ah! Dude! Shit! I wasn't really paying attention when I turned the corner. Oops.
What's this? Intruders here to take our riches, I bet! Have we found any riches? We've been digging down here so long, I can't even think straight.
No one steals from us! Time to teach these lunkheads a lesson!
I'm getting lit the fuck up in here. Alright, how much healing are these things doing? Blossom doing 5%. On that pole, I guess. Oh, we're going this way. Any file vendors? Yep. Next to the gear vendors in the capital cities.
I have a quiver full of swords, and I know how to throw them!
Did somebody order a stone kraken?
That's a lot of dagger throws on me. Come on, guys.
Hop in and let 'em have it!
What the fuck? Yo! Where did this... What is this damage, dude? What is this? Okay, that didn't used to happen. The fuck?
Did some warn ye not to try stealing from us?
Oh, bro, it's cool when they just completely change fights. That's cool. Like, that's cool, I think, right? Like, it's cool when you just have a dungeon and you're just like, you know what? Let's just make it totally different.
I have a quiver full of swords, and I know how to throw them.
They call me the Skullcracker.
All right, so this time. Cool fight. That's 12, by the way. This is a fucking 12. Oh, shield into dagger. Let's go. Into another dagger. Woo!
Time to move this thingy. Now the party's starting. Here we go.
Did somebody order a Skullcracker?
What the fuck is this boss fight, dude?
Did somebody order a Skullcracker?
Party's starting. Here we go.
Fuck this, man.
Okay, we give up.
You know, I think that tussle actually.
Oh, man.
Much obliged, stranger. We'll lend you a hand after we get our bearings.
How much should my trinkets do here? Blossom did 8%. Cool. Cool trinket. That better have had a hella high uptime.
Roam on, you cheap hair. Gonna smash you. Stonewall Trogs, attack!
I did not mean to dispel Bromok, dude. Motherfucker.
Now you see a chieftain's power. Trolls, fight for your chief. Get out here and smash him. Puny ones won't stop Romark. Get out here and smash him. Sorry. Now, Romark always wins. Nice work. That frog has been a real pest.
We know how to open the Here's marvelous mustache! Another locked door!
Leave this to me. Shield charge! Halt!
The unworthy will not enter this hallowed place. Gilbert's secrets will be protected.
Hey, boss, there's other guys in this group that you're allowed to put earthen shards on, you know, right? Oh, man. Ugh. Ah! Holy shit. All right.
Some kind of library. Hey, what now? All I
Okay, insta-proc on the tank. Good.
Maybe we can find a few treasure maps. We'll have a look while you go on ahead.
All right, Big Daddy. Oh, I don't have any CDs for this, do I? I sent Convoke offensively on the last poll, and that's feeling like it was probably very stupid. Let's see how this guy feels. Where are we going here? I feel like they made these a lot more obvious. No, they made these ones. Some of these are like still see-through and some of these are... What's the difference between these? Why are some of these more visible and some of them not? Okay. Where'd the guy die? Oh, that guy just got... Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah, dude, god damn it. Ah. I was trying to see if I could fucking use my staff on that guy, and I stopped paying attention to the beam, and I was trying to just pay attention to whether I was in range of this guy. Fuck me, dude.
Objective successful. Area secure. Protocol. Defend. Target acquired. Target acquired. Objective successful. Area secure. Activating additional
All right.
defenses.
Third time's a charm.
Enemy marked. Enemy marked.
Oh, now this song has some bass in it.
Protocol. Purge. Target acquired. Target acquired. Protocol. Purge.
Fuck.
Target acquired.
God damn it, I was trying to kill him before that went off. Fuck. For some reason I thought there was a spawn point in this guy's room. There's a thing you have to get up here to... No? Can I just go? Okay. I was thinking I had to get up on the ledge for some reason. Ow. Okay, so these magic debuffs don't seem to hurt at all anymore. What the fuck? It's like actually... If I didn't know that in a previous season these things did damage, I would assume that it was just like a haste debuff and nothing else or something. Like, health bars are literally not moving. It's like really weird. Did they nerf that or like what? That I remember that used to fucking crank. Like that was like you had to aggressively LOS to reset stacks or it would kill you.
To the aspects regaining their power, and we cannot allow that to happen. Now the disc is lost to time, just as you are about to be.
Damo, thank you for the resub, babe. 26 months. Appreciate it. And thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot, babes. Oh, dispel. Fuck. Fuck, that guy procced. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, fuck this then. Alright. I sort of remember what this guy does. And the thing I remember most on this fight is he fucks you up instantly. Oh. Holy shit.
The sands will scour you from this time. The time ways answer to me. The sands will scour you from this time.
Okay, yeah. A little too soon. Okay. I feel like this boss's health has stopped moving. This is bad. This is incredibly bad. Oh yeah, you can LOS that. I forgot about that. Whew.
Efforts are impressive, but in vain. The timelines are converging. There will be only one aspect, and Murison shall be infinite.
All right. What trinkets am I running? We were testing out some healing trinkets that time. We were running Blossom and Rat Shocks. So let's see. That's actually a pretty good dungeon to test healing. So Blossom gave us 6.5%. Rat Shocks gave us fucking 1.7%. How much mana did Rat Shocks give us? 290k, so basically filled our mana bar up once throughout the dungeon. And 29% uptime on wait, which is, I don't even remember which one of these is which one's the applicator, but they're similar numbers, 26 versus 28. All right, so not running fucking Rat Shocks. Fuck that. Blossom, honestly that's a decent amount of healing to do 6.5% of 175k, but it's a haste trinket instead of an int trinket, so that means it's a little undervalued in terms of the stats it's giving you. And I feel like I need a trinket doing more than... Also a lot, like, I would say the majority of that, yeah, maybe not the majority, but about 40% of that trinket just went into tank healing, which I'm not sure that I give a shit. I'm not exactly looking for a trinket that just fucking bombs the tank. But we didn't really expect anything different. I think my assumption was that that trinket was going to be not worth running, and we confirmed it. Oops. They buffed Blossom? They did something to it. I think it was a buff. They announced, by the way, what do I have to do? Do I have to, like, delete all these to open up more mailbox room? This is so stupid. When is season 4 actually released? So they haven't announced it yet. Okay, so... yeah, they said there was some kind of change to... Let me see if I can find the news article from it. News. Any news recently? Come on, stop loading and show. There we go. Okay, where was it? Yeah, okay, here. Not a big one, but there was the following raid trinkets have been adjusted. They reduced Chill Globe mana. They reduced Icon's effect granted to allies. They're going to need to reduce the rest of it soon. They changed Ward to be at a lower cooldown. They did something with the tank trinket. I'm not exactly sure. They nerfed Chromatic Essence. Shared stats by a little bit. They buffed Blossom by 10%. The effect of it, not the stat on it. And then they retooled Rage Heart a little bit. So they buffed Blossom by 10%. Not huge, but... Alright. Ooh, a 15 Neltheris. Well. I'll sign up for it. Fuck it. What up, Timbo? Looking dapper? Thank you. Dude, with the number of Chinese groups I'm queuing into today, I should have swapped my Druid that was named Milk Druid. Have I tried Mistweaver? I have not, no. I've mostly just been fucking around PTR this week, testing out trinkets. Trying out different combinations, trying to see what's feeling good. I think, barring a nerf, this Tome of Unstable Power feels like it's gonna fucking bang. And then the second trinket you run would probably, assuming you need the help for healing, I presume you'll run either Rage Heart or Ward, and I would probably lean towards Ward. Oh yeah, does anybody need Ward in this dungeon? Let me think here. What happens in Neltheris? First boss is... People don't really get one shot on the first boss. I don't think people really get one shot on the second boss. I don't think... Well, there's the bleed, but we have an evoker. Third boss should be... I mean, that's not like one shot. It hurts, but it's not like one shot. Last boss, not one shot. Okay, I don't think you need Ward in this dungeon. Wonder if there'll be competition for Ward. Only maybe from tanks, and even then I think you'd rather just run... The only people that are going to give a shit about Ward are Mythic Plusers. It's not good for raid. It's not good for DPS or tank unless you're using it on somebody else. Or it would be good for a DPS if you use it on yourself, but not in, you'd never use that in raid. Unless you're like, unless it's some like world first shit where you literally need that to survive a mechanic. But most people that have a use for it are only going to have a use for it in Mythic Plus, so it'll be a trinket that if you have a lot of dudes in your guild that like running keys, there may be some competition for it, but if your raid is mostly raiders, they're not going to give a fuck. Alright, this key kind of slaps, so I might actually need some help with healing. Let's go like this and this, and I do need Curse to spell on this for last boss. Wait, did I not have a rune on my weapon that whole run? What is going on here? Why do these guys actually have like a shitload of health on non-mythic? I mean, is that the new scaling in play already? If you just walk in here? And I guess it is Mythic 0 if you just walk in. God damn, these guys actually have some like HP now. Holy fuck. Without even starting the key. What up, damn one? When am I going to message milk that I've when am I going to message rare that I've milk from? But it's not milk, it's poison milk. He procced. Holy fuck, he already procced. We're so fucked. Oh, okay, I got aggro. I was like, what is that? Well, that's a guy slapping me in the head. Okay. That bleed fucking slaps. Boys, I have bad news. Ah! Hunter still do the bleed? Oh, yeah. How do I make that stop? How do I get rid of that? I remember it was under, like, accessibility, but I don't remember which thing it was. Are we three-manning this now? Did these guys leave already, or...? Oh! Well, is there a season 4? I haven't even looked. Is there a season 4 week or pack? Season 4. Don't think so. Okay, well... Can I... Okay, which one of these fucking options? Is it photosensitivity mode? If I release, does it get rid of the... Yeah, okay, it's photosensitivity mode. Alright, this dude has done a Dragonflight Season 4 week aura pack. This dude has done a season... Nope, that's a Shadowlands Season 4. Wait, there's a Season 4. Not very many of these Season 4 packs have, like, any amount of people actually using them, but we'll give it a roll. Let's see here. Which one? This has one install and 120 views. This one has one install and 41 views, but it has 3 stars compared to the other. We'll take this one. Weak aura. New aura. Hello? New aura? Oh, no, import is what I meant. Okay. God damn, that was a big upload. All right, where's all the shit? It's wait, what is all of that? Why are the timers like overlapped with the... All right, we're gonna have you grow upwards. Does that make it better? That makes it better. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, now we've got weak auras for the season 4 dungeons. I don't know if these are actually good or not, but we'll find out. All right, any banger dungeons in here? $15 Fort Brackenhide. Okay. Might be a little too banger. 12 Oldemon, but we just did an Oldemon. I don't really want to do an Oldemon again. Honestly, wouldn't mind doing this, but there's already a Druid in the group. Every group's got a fucking Druid in it already. Stop. Koa, thank you for the resub, babe. 9 months. Appreciate it. Congratulations on our J-Dot baby, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot babes. 13 Algathar Academy with a very interesting comp here. 15 Algathar Academy. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll try that. Spicy J, thank you for the resub, babe. 8 months. Appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot babes. Am I M.R's brother? Maybe? I don't know. Playing Milk Druid? No, unfortunately. I've been in several Chinese groups where I think my name would have been a hit. Alright, we are going to Academy, right? Yo, what's up? Mike here. All right, I'm grabbing a drink real quick before this dungeon starts. BRB. All right. I'm using the tank trinket on your priest, and you feel the endlock loss is a bit too much. Would you say it's real, or just you needing the L2P? I mean, there might be times where you could use the extra healing, but it should be usually pretty rare, I think. And but if you think you can live without it, then there's no need to run it. Is Rashox nerfed? Yeah. Yeah, I played Rashox in 1 key earlier, and I definitely have no desire to play it next season. I think it did like 2% of my healing. Restored like 300k mana over the course of a key. And I think the uptime on the buff was like 25 to 30%. They nerfed it so people won't use it in a mirrored or so. And since there are 3 raids now, why not unnerf it? Oh no, it'll still be probably fucking good in raid. Like it still returns a lot of mana, is the thing. It's just I could not give less of a shit about getting mana back and keys. That part of the trinket is the least useful part for Mythic Plus. And you have like the most now, not every spec's gonna want that. Druid will probably love it. Something like Disc Priest is probably not going to give a shit. But it'll have its place, I think. But it was the original version of Rashox was the most broken healer trinket that has probably ever existed. I don't think there has ever been a healer trinket that has done more for you in total than Rashox did. The amount of healing and group buffing and mana return, it was honestly like it was 2 trinkets combined into one. It had almost the value of 2 fucking trinket slots, but just smashed together. What up, Sense? Glad they learned a lesson from season 3 into 4 so you don't get another tank situation. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that they've really done any class tuning based on season 4 PTR. And we've still got time before season 4 starts. Healers can't have nice things? I mean, that trinket was so fucking dumb. I don't like when trinkets like that exist. Because then you just feel like shit when you don't have it.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
All right. We're doing a 15 tyrannical. We are going to get absolutely fucking smoked in this dungeon. I did not realize this dude was putting affixes on this key. We are super fucked.
I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have
New students. How wonderful.
But it'll be funny.
Been quite some
So
time
you guys are in
since
for a
the
treat.
academy has been open.
Well, it seems like things are in further disrepair than we anticipated.
These lashers must have grown wild while they were away. Please.
I actually probably should have warned Ward for this key.
Clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
Trinket proc, a 3-banger right off the bat. We're gonna meld this. Holy fuck. All right. Now, the great part is that's not even the part of the key that I'm scared of. That thing just farmed us, and that's not even the part of the key that I'm scared of.
Ichi Straz, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
Where'd that demon hunter go? Is he on his way? Okay.
This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
Add spawn.
Okay. It's aggressive. Holy shit, that hurt.
AoE soon.
Ooh.
Defensive.
God damn, okay, yep.
We believe in you. Try again.
What killed the priest? Oh, it was the bleed, okay. Yeah. They increased the amount of healing that the blue dragon gives in this dungeon. Or not mastery, not healing. Which is healing for me.
Add spawn. AoE soon. Defensive. Add spawn. AoE soon. Defensive.
Yeah. Okay, what killed the priest that time? Burst forth, hit him for 1,000,000. Okay, so he died to the AoE. Was he topped off?
Lucky we both know how to heal.
Yeah, he just got fucking one-tapped.
Add spawn. AoE soon.
Okay. Boom.
Believe in you. Try again.
Add spawn. AoE soon. Defensive. Add spawn.
Jesus Christ, dude.
AoE soon. Defensive.
Whee!
We believe in you. Try again.
Dude, I actually don't want to go this way because Beximus is going to be even more of a fucking clapper than... This is not even the boss I'm, like, scared of in this key. This is maybe the boss I'm least scared of in this key. Croth is going to fuck us the hell up. Beximus is going to fuck us the hell up.
Add spawn. AOE soon. Defensive.
Lucky we both know how to heal.
New dog? No, that's just we just have people keep dying to mechanics. That's not even like a damage or healing thing. That's just people standing in swirlies. Scaling still $4.99? I think so. Yeah. What up, Zeb? Nice cut. Thank you. This was the haircut that I paid like $50 for. Shauna wanted me to go to Ulta, which is where she gets her haircut. And she's like, we're going to try having one of the guys there cut your hair. I was like, all right. So I do cut my hair. It's a $50 haircut. I mean, it's not a bad haircut, but definitely wasn't a $50 fucking haircut. But now we know. It was an experiment. I was willing to go in there one time and spend $50 and be like, if I get an insanely good fucking fade for paying $50, I might be willing to pay $50 every 5 or 6 weeks for that. That might be worth it to me. But I did not get an insanely good fade. I got an okay fade. Should I ask for a low fade? What I've learned about getting my hair cut is it doesn't fucking matter what you ask for. It's just random what you get. I've tried asking for it in fucking 12 different ways. Tried using different buzzwords. Like this time, when I was talking to the dude, I showed him 2 different pictures that were like similar, but they were similar, but they had the same distinctive characteristic, which is the skin on the sides and back was shaved as low as you could get it. Like it was a skin fade. And I made sure to show one picture and then scroll and show the other. And I was like, I'm looking for something like this. I want the hair literally as close to the scalp as you can get it. Like you cannot make it too short. I want it as close as possible. And he's like, all right. And but it doesn't matter how short I ask for the hair. Nobody ever is willing to like shave it, basically. And then it gets awkward because I've asked the person to give me the closest haircut they can give me. And so when I'm like, make it as short as you can, and then I look at it and it's not as short as I like it, now it's weird because I'm like, okay, well, I already asked you to make it as short as you can, so do I ask again? Like, we started off the haircut by me saying make it as short as you can, and then I look at it and it's not as short as it can go, so then I'm like, can it go shorter? But then that almost feels rude because I feel like I'm asking the person if they can understand English. Like I'm like, yo, as short as it goes, and they're like, okay, yeah, cool, that's not as short as it goes. Can you make it go shorter? But now I feel like I'm you know, now it feels like we're getting into their understanding of the English language. Yeah. Remember how I said as short as it can be, and this is not as short as it can be? Can you make it shorter? So I think the play is actually I'm going to stop beginning the haircut by asking make it as short as it can be to leave myself wiggle room to ask for it to go shorter. So instead I'll just go, yo, can you like make it really, really, really short? And then when I look at it and it's not skin fade, then I'll go, cool, can it go shorter than that? But what I am now basically going to try, what I've come to the conclusion of is, I think I'm just going to go buy an electric shaver, a foil shaver for myself. And I'm going to go get a fade, and I'm not going to stress about the length of the sides and back. I'll just let them give me whatever fade they want to give me. And then when I get home, I'm going to have Shauna take the electric shaver to the sides and back of my head to try to get it down to the skin. And then hopefully it just naturally sort of blends into the rest of the fade that I've been given. But that way I don't have to... Because, I mean, I think that part should be relatively easy. That's like the frustrating part about all this is that part of the haircut that I'm like most concerned about is also the part of the haircut that should be the easiest part to get right. But nobody ever gets it right. And so I would like to just take that part of the haircut out of their hands and be like, all right, look, you do this part correctly, okay? You take the like temple and crown of my head, fade it in here, blend it, make that's the hard part to do. Blend it in up here, so, and that's the other part of this haircut that, like, you know, when you look at, like, there's a very distinct line. And I mean, it is what it is, but, what I would like is just to have the person focus on this here, fade that in well, and then when I go home, I just shave down the sides and back as much as I want to myself, and then hopefully that doesn't look weird. And if so, then I feel like I can actually do every fade the way I want. Brethren of the Shaved Head Club, you endorse fully shaved bald head. It's not like, it's not me that's stopping that. It's Shauna. Shauna doesn't want me to shave my head. Is this why I wasn't online yesterday? No, yesterday I didn't get on because I ended up sleeping in. I had a bit of a day yesterday. So I mentioned, I think the other day, that I've been having an issue with one of my eyes where I'm seeing doubled vision, like a halo kind of doubled vision thing. And I have an appointment scheduled with the optometrist for next Tuesday to get it looked at. But in the meantime, I've been just kind of doing some investigation into it myself online, trying to see what's the likely culprit. And Thursday night, I ended up reading some stuff on Reddit from a bunch of guys that had the same issue I did, well, or appears to be the same issue I have. The way they describe it, the symptoms of it sound very similar. The frustrating part was there were a bunch of dudes in different Reddit threads being like, yo, I've got this thing going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to see what I can do about it. And then the comments are always full of people being like, hey, man, did you ever figure it out? And everybody's always like, no. There's thread after thread on Reddit of people being like, oh, I have this issue with double vision. Went to my optometrist. They said my eyes look fine. It's probably dry eyes, and like use drops, do some other stuff. And then dudes responding being like, hey, I have the same problem. Did you ever get it fixed? And everyone's just like, no, 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 which is incredibly frustrating because I'm used to looking for answers like that when it comes to like IT issues. I'll have problems with my computer, and I'll go on and do the same kind of search for answers, and you'll get into these threads where people will be like, I have that problem, and then dudes will start rattling off all these like really weird esoteric fixes for things, shit like, oh yeah, the problem was that my RAM was installed incorrectly, or I did a reinstallation of my audio drivers and it fixed it. And you're like, bro, there's no fucking way that's the solution to my problem. But at least guys were saying, yeah, I fixed it, and then throwing out some weird thing. But it gives you hope that like it can be fixed. I just need to find the right thing. But with this vision thing, it was just every fucking one of these threads, people being like, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get it. I still have the problem. Nothing fixed it. The doctor said it was like, he couldn't find anything wrong. I went to go see other doctors. They said the same thing. They all recommended me, to try some different, eye drops or a few different things to like manipulate your eyelid to try to work more oils out of it, all kinds of weird shit. But nobody was ever like, oh yeah, I had it and I fixed it. So now I'm concerned because I was worried this was going to be maybe a more serious medical issue. I guess the good news is, from what I read about it, it seems like it's just a problem with my eyesight. It's not indicative of, or at least I don't think it's indicative of a deeper seated medical issue. It seems like it's just that light is entering my eyes weirdly. But the frustrating part is that it sounds like it's not an easy fix, and the dudes that I've seen talking about it online have basically said like, yeah, I don't know, you just get used to it after a while. So anyway, after reading all that, I decided, okay, well, we'll try to make some lifestyle changes with how I manage my eyes. And so I went out and bought some eye drops yesterday to try that. But Thursday night, I ended up, Sean had gone to bed by the time I was reading about all this shit, and she always sleeps with a ceiling fan on. And the last time I went to the optometrist, I actually mentioned to him, we went through the appointment, and at the end of it, he's like, is there anything else that you're having issues with, before we wrap it up? And I was like, well, I actually have been having issues with my eyes in the morning. Like, they just feel really grainy and kind of sticky when I get up, and I don't know what the deal is. And he's like, well, do you have a ceiling fan? And I was like, well, yeah. And he's like, that's it. He's like, well, you sleep with a ceiling fan on to dry your eyes out. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? This whole fucking time, that's been the problem, that we have a ceiling fan. And that's been fucking my eyes up. So Thursday night, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to stop sleeping with a ceiling fan. We'll try that. But Sean had already gone to bed with the ceiling fan on, and I didn't want to fuck her sleep up. So I was like, I'll sleep out in the chair. Like, I'll just sleep out in the chair tonight, and we'll talk about it the next day to figure it out. So I had a really dog shit night of sleep Thursday night because I slept in the chair. Shauna came out at like 5 in the morning, like, what the fuck are you doing out here? And I was like, oh, it's a ceiling fan. She's like, are you fucking idiot? Why didn't you just come in here and turn the ceiling fan off? I was like, I didn't want to fuck your sleep up. She's like, God, you're dumb. Come into bed and go back to sleep and actually get good sleep until, at least get some sleep tonight. I was like, all right, whatever. So I ended up sleeping in really late yesterday morning because I got awful sleep the night before. And then when I got up, we went out and ran some errands, and I went to go get the eye drops. And then I had the thing I mentioned on Twitter today where Wednesday night, I ate this barbecue chicken wrap that had been in the fridge. And when I went to go eat it, Shauna was like, don't eat that. That's expired. Like, that I got that several days ago, and don't eat that. And I was like, I mean, I looked at the sell by date, and it was like, it's only like 2 days old. Like, whatever. I'll be fine. So I ate the wrap. My stomach has been fucked the last few days. Like, not even like, normally if you get like food poisoning or something like that, you'll just have like a really bad night where you're just like crapping your brains out or whatever. Mine has not been anything nearly as bad at the worst of it, but my stomach has just felt like bloated for the past 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and there's just a constant sense of like pressure, or it's just weird to describe. I've never really had anything like it before, but it made it uncomfortable to sit at the computer for long stretches. So yesterday I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take the day off. Like, fuck this. I'm not dealing with it. I already got a bad night of sleep, got up late. By the time we got done running errands and stuff, it was already like noon, and I don't really feel like messing around with this, so I just took yesterday off. But yeah, not a good week for health issues. But yeah, so wait, hold on. If you or anyone you know develop an occasional eye turn or ever start getting double vision with tracking issues with all the studying, your accommodative and Vergent system are basically breaking down from all the near demand, which would require an RX checkup and possibly vision therapy. Look, that sounds really specific, though. With all the studying. Also, your ceiling fan dries your eye out. Are you sleeping with your eyes open? No, but it's if you are already having like some issues with dry eyes, the constant air movement across your eyes is just going to cause evaporative tear loss. And you go from what would have been maybe minor dry eyes to all of a sudden waking up with like the most annoying part about that diagnosis, by the way, from the optometrist is I've been having issues with that for like fucking 8 years. And I just never put it together. Because there was one bedroom I had with a ceiling fan like 9 or 10 years ago. And I remember I was getting fucking terrible dry eyes in the morning. Like, there were some mornings I'd wake up where I like literally couldn't open my eyes. They were almost like glued shut. And if I tried to open it, there would be like almost like a tearing sensation. And there were some nights or some mornings where when I woke up, it was so bad that basically my only recourse was to kind of rub my eye a little bit to get some tears flowing and then go back to sleep and wait for those tears to like free up my eyelid. So I'd like wake up, try to open my eyes. It would hurt so bad that I just kind of rub it around a little bit and tears would start kind of forming. And then I'd just fall back to sleep for like 20 minutes. And then by that point in time, it had loosened everything up enough that I could open my eyes. It was awful. But then it stopped. From my perspective, it stopped randomly, but I realize now that it stopped because I ended up moving to a new place with no ceiling fan, and I didn't have issues with it for a long time, and I kind of forgot about it. And then when I moved in with Shauna, I started having kind of the dry eyes, but not to the extent that I had it at the last place I was living. It was just some mornings my eyes were like a little rougher than others, and I didn't think too much about it. But when the doc asked about it last time, it was enough that I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, I've been, dry eyes in the morning. You know what that's about? And he's like, yeah, ceiling fan. And then it all clicked. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? Referencing near vision with the use of computer monitors for studying. maybe like the thing about one of the things that would made me, I guess, reassured that it wasn't a more serious medical issue was one of the Reddit threads I saw said to get a piece of paper and punch a hole in it, and then hold the paper up in front of your eye, and then look through the eye or through the hole, and if by looking through the hole the doubled vision goes away, then it's a refractive error in your eye, and it's just a matter of light getting basically scattered across the front of your eye. And that was like a less concerning thing. The more concerning thing would be if you held up the paper and your vision was still doubled looking through the hole, and then it was like, okay, now you're maybe dealing with like a neurological issue or something. So yeah, if I hold a piece of paper up with a hole in it and look through it, everything looks fine. But if I just look, regularly close my right eye and look with my left eye, and most of the time it's not super apparent. Honestly, when I first noticed what was going on, it was when I got the new monitor, because the monitor has insane contrast. And on my desktop, I always have a black desktop, just a pure black desktop, and I noticed my mouse cursor looked like it had some haloing going on around it, and I was like, that's really fucking weird. That shouldn't be happening on an OLED. And then when I kind of blinked a bit and realized, like, oh, it's only happening in one eye, and then as I looked closer, I realized, wait, I'm actually seeing like another mouse cursor slightly offset, and like, oh fuck, it's like I have like double vision. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see what the doctor says. Hopefully. I guess I don't know whether I want I don't know whether I want him to say like, oh, your eye looks fine. Because on the one hand, I would prefer not to have him be like, oh wow, your eye's super fucked up, we gotta do something crazy to fix it. But on the other hand, if he's like, yo, your eye looks fine, then it's like, okay, cool, but I have double vision, how the fuck do I get rid of it? And if he's like, I don't know, your eyeball seems fine, I don't know how to get rid of the double vision, then it's like, is this just a thing I have to live with? Because fuck that, I'm only 39. Like, if this is a thing I'm dealing with in my 70s, sure, like, your body just starts breaking down. But if it's some shit where it's like, well, yeah, you're 40. Well, fuck, man, I'm not trying to deal with this for half my life. Do I have astigmatism? I do, yeah. When you hit 43, you need reading glasses? Yeah, I mean, that's just it. As if there's something I can do to fix it, then that's fine. That's my, my vision is dog shit with my glasses on. I can't see anything. I have to fucking hold a phone about here to read anything on it without my glasses on. But I don't mind having glasses that like fix that, so long as there is a fix. But if the answer is just like, oh yeah, sorry, you just got to deal with double vision, fuck that. Like, that'll be really fucking annoying if I just have to get used to it. Could an operation help? Potentially. They do have LASIK where they can try to, if I remember right, they basically like shave off part of your eyeball to help with it. To try to shape it differently. But I don't necessarily. Well, first off, I've always been reluctant to get LASIK because I had an ophthalmologist tell me like 10 years ago, yeah, you could get LASIK, but your eyesight is deteriorating enough, frequently enough, that it probably wouldn't hold for very long, and you would likely need it again soon. He's like, so, you know, that may be an option for you one day, but you're gonna have to kind of let your eyes finish fucking themselves up before I would realistically consider that. And I don't think my eyes have finished fucking themselves up yet. I still need new prescriptions every couple years when I go in to get my eyes checked. So I don't think they're done deteriorating. And then I've just never been a huge fan of having my eyes sliced open. So I've not been in any rush to get a procedure. But if it was the kind of thing where like, oh yeah, you're going to have double vision unless you get an operation, yeah, I'd probably consider it. And the other thing is I don't mind glasses. I know a lot of people fucking hate wearing glasses. I don't mind it at all. I'm so used to it that it would probably be weird for me for a while not wearing glasses. So I am totally unbothered by wearing frames. I wouldn't even mind, like, yeah, if there was something where, like, you have multiple pairs of glasses, one for gaming, one for whatever, and you had to switch them out, I'm fine with that, too. It's whatever. Not that big a deal. It's not as bad as I think it is. Yeah, I mean, clearly it can't be as bad as I think it is, or else nobody would get it done. Obviously, the procedure can't be the nightmare that it is when I imagine it in my head, because everybody would come out of it being like, never do that. It's the worst thing you've ever fucking imagined. So, yeah, but there's just a few. I think everybody's got their body parts that make them squeamish. Like the idea of something, you know, thinking about trauma to that part of the body. And like eyeballs are, dude, anything happens with an eyeball is just, bleh. What sucks is you can't rub your eyes for a good month after the procedure. I feel like I'd have to wear like a fucking cone on my face. Like an actual like pet. Every time I'd reach up, my hand would just boom. Guys, show season 4 dungeon. It's just the Dragonflight dungeons minus Dawn. That's not in the pool. Oh, I guess it's this. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Mm, 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 mm. I actually don't mind it being the Dragonflight dungeons. Or I should say, I don't mind a repeat of dungeons. Not that I especially care that it's Dragonflight stuff, but a 20 no-coot. Okay, dude. Good luck with that. Please actually, like, film that. Not that I especially care that it's Dragonflight dungeons or any other set of dungeons. I don't mind if we repeat dungeons. I am not a huge fan of just flipping dungeons every season. I don't especially like learning a bunch of new dungeons. And I feel like every time you throw new dungeons into... The thing is, it's not even necessarily a matter of old dungeons, like super old dungeons. It could even be stuff from Shadowlands. If you took a Shadowlands dungeon and you put it into this expansion, the dungeon is going to need to be tuned. There are just things about each expansion that are unique to those expansion tuning balance-wise. And there's going to be a boss in there that felt fine when we had access to certain things, but sucks now. Or was hard back then because we didn't have certain things, but now we do have them, so the boss becomes a lot more trivial. Yada yada. And so even if you take a dungeon that's only like a year old, but it's from a different expansion, you're going to need to tune it. And then, God, when you take them from, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, you're definitely going to need to do some tuning to them. So not only do I not really like learning a new dungeon each season, I also don't like knowing that the dungeons are probably going to feel like shit no matter what for the first month or two of the season. The tuning's just going to be bad. There's going to be bosses that are way too fucking hard, some that are way too fucking easy, some trash abilities that just fucking annihilate you, and you just have to wait, hopefully, until Blizzard bounces it. Sometimes that never really happens. So if there's a season where we just get all old dungeons, but I know that they've been tuned this expansion, I am fine with that. Did I upload new LVI profile yet? No. Let's see, one sec. What did I change? I changed... What am I doing? Trying to see if this is a thing I can just show you what to do. Oh, Jesus, that was fast. Okay, I'll have to do this after the dungeon. Holy fuck. That guy just like, ready, check? Yes, boom, go.
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard...
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Well, indeed. Come with us, It should only take a moment to set up.
Any appearance of guardians? I've seen a few
Slashers
in
must have
keys,
gone wild while we were away.
but I wouldn't necessarily assume anything you see on PTR right now is indicative at all of what you're going to see on live, because there's a lot of people that are just going to try out their specs. They're not trying to play meta, they're just trying to see what stuff feels like. Is my unit frame spacing the same as it is on live? Did this get reset? I feel like these... Or not unit frame, my nameplate. I feel like these are more spread out than they should be. Cool. Thank you for procking 4 fucking guys right as he dies.
Itchy straws.
Okay,
There's
see
too much
there.
life magic.
Overlap.
What are you doing?
Yep, I knew it.
Me? That is too much nature. What
We'll
are
go
you
0.7 and 0.6.
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
Add spawn. AoE soon. Defensive. Add spawn. AoE soon. Defensive. Feet.
Feet. It's a good weak aura.
Feet. 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 Feet.
Look at this Lishrath arena. Oh, wait. What are these birds doing here?
What week am I using for season 4 dungeons? I just typed season 4 into Waggo and found a dungeon pack. I don't even remember which one it was. There's not very many of them. Oh, a triple right on the spawn. Let's go, dude. Another triple. Oh my god. Another triple. Woo! Fucking quintuple. Excellent. And then they all die.
Now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention.
Dude, how the fuck is Rage Feather only 4% of my damage right now? What the fuck?
At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Come on, where's the thing he's at? Holy fuck, that's a lot of ads. I mean, a lot of guys that spawned right there. Ooh. Where are those casts coming from? From Tome of Unstable Power.
Stop. Frontal. Frontal. Stop. Frontal. Stop. Stop. Frontal. 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 Frontal.
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson.
Stop.
I just now understand what this Weakor is telling me. It kept saying stop, and I thought that meant, like, stop moving or something. And I was like, why the fuck would I stop moving? And I realize now it's telling me to stop that spell cast. Chap, thank you for the reset, babe. 50 months, appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot, babes.
Of the blue Dragonflight accidentally and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc. The blue dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane orbs that could allow it to grow further out of control. Veximus began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in order to drive back the dragons.
Defensive.
Dragons neared victory. Veximus unleashed its full arcane power against them.
Defensive.
Veximus tried its best to defeat the dragons. It was ultimately
Okay, well, one thing that this Weakor pack does that I really like is it puts glows around each person that has the bomb, and my Weakor pack didn't do that season 1, and I like that. That's helpful.
Stop.
Okay, that's a lot of feathers out. I like that. We got a lot of feathers going right now. How much does feather do? Oh, fuck yeah. Love it when, what is that? 40, almost 45% of our damage is from trinkets on a pull. And Jesus Christ, that was a lot of rage feather damage.
isn't here. This room is only for students. Head to the registrar at once. These are sacred halls of learning. Only those who register may access them. Think about what you have done. Demerit points for you.
Frontal soon.
Go to the corner.
Frontal.
Poor marks for poor students. Learn from this. You will not pass the semester.
Frontal soon.
Demerit points for you.
Frontal.
Learn from this.
Creating zone.
Demerit points for you. You will not pass the semester.
Ah! Okay.
Frontal soon.
Points for you.
Frontal.
Think about what you have done. Demerit points for you. Go to the corner.
Frontal soon.
For poor students.
Frontal.
Think about what you have done. Demerit points for you. Go to the corner.
Oh, this fight's so
Frontal
fucking
soon.
crazy now.
Frontal.
Think about what you have done. Poor marks for
Uh.
poor students.
Ah, shit.
Go to the corner.
Frontal soon.
No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Frontal.
Okay, good.
Learn from this. Demerit points for you.
Oh dear. It seems the parameters I wove into my out-of-office spell were a bit extreme. Thank you for all your help in getting the school ready.
Wraithus, thank you for the resub, babe. 28 months, appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot babes. Looking great, thank you. Alright, how the trinkets do here? This is such a good fucking tome dungeon. It just pops the hell off in here because of how big the trash pulls are. What's the weak aura pack? Let's see here. It is. Oh, my game locked it. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Fuck. No, it didn't. Okay. What up, parties? Nice cut. Thank you. What time's that tournament thing on today? In 8 minutes. Hmm. Well, I have to be honest. I think, very little. I have very little desire to watch the creator tournament. Oh, it's that one song again. What song is this? This came on earlier. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, the bass on this one, grimy, as they'd say. We're going to turn it up a little bit, actually, for the replay. All right. Well, I'll be honest. I kind of forgot the thing was on today, that creator royale thing, and I fucking hate streaming on days where there's things like that on. Because I know that's what everybody else wants to watch, is the creator royale thing. So unless it's something I also want to co-stream, usually it's just sort of, on most days like this, when there's something that's going to draw all the other viewers to it, it's just kind of like, all right, well, God bless. So I think we may actually just wrap it up here. I apologize for the, oh yeah, LVI updates, sorry. Where are the, oh, okay. I think a faster way for you to do it than to download a new profile is if you go to your uniframes and raid, go to general. The horizontal and vertical spacing here is the difference between what you downloaded and what is on mine right now. So mine's set to 8 and 8 right now. You can play around with those to get it to sit. That's all I changed. I'm pretty sure that's the only change I can remember making to my raid frames. Is it was during either Tendril or Farak Prog. I was having trouble seeing, actually maybe it was Smolder on. I was having trouble seeing through my frames, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna space them out more. But yeah, so I think we're gonna call it there. Like I said, I apologize for the short stream day. Kind of forgot it was a Creator Royale thing today, or I probably would have tried to have gotten an earlier start and streamed more before then. But yeah, fuck streaming against that kind of shit. So call it there for today. Pick it back up tomorrow. Try to get some more keys done on PTR probably. I need to decide, the break the meta thing starts next week. I need to decide if I want to try to invest any time fucking around on Holy Priest this week to figure out how it works. I don't know if we're actually planning on doing break the meta as a group, but if so, I'll probably play Holy Priest for that. And I guess I'd like to not spend the first few days of break the meta just being like, what do my buttons do? But maybe that's what it'll end up being. I don't know. So anyway, hope you guys have fun watching. I have fun streaming as usual, primarily a Mythic Plus stream. So that's something you're interested in or want to learn more about, hit the follow button. I will do my best to both educate and entertain you, and I will see you tomorrow.